Hey, what's up everybody? It's just Jacob Roots, and in front of me is a 2009, well, beautiful 2009 Jeep Wrangler Sport. JK, it's the base model. Now, now this ain't just any ordinary Jeep. It's not somebody I met some guy off some car show, like, okay, I'll let this guy film my Jeep. This is my Jeep. That's right, this is my 2009 beautiful red Jeep Wrangler. And what's the greatest thing about it? This thing's a manual. I know you guys been asking me like, Jake, are you practicing stick? Are you practicing stick? Well, I didn't have a vehicle to practice on, except for tractors, which you guys seen are very different from driving an actual car. So I'm like, you know what? I want to get an actual manual car. So here I did. I bought a Jeep. It's a beautiful car. So this is a typical honest review. I know it's not the usual. You're not really saying me. So hello, how you doing? A little flash in my face. I forgot my tripod. Of all things I tend to bring it, I forgot it this one time I was gonna film, so let's just say I'm gonna have to deal without it, but I hope you guys don't mind for this one video. Alright then, without further ado, talk about the history. I believe I talked about a good bit of the different generations, but this specific model is called the JK. It was built from 2007 to 2018, so very recently. Yeah, just to continue, basically it was just a modernized version of the OG. Before then was the TJ, which I reviewed as well, and that was basically very old style. It was harking back to the original. This was taking that original model and kind of modernizing it, which is kind of what they did. And then the new JL was taking this and even further modernizing it. So the Jeep has come a long way. And there are a lot of mods that you can do to this vehicle, like I said before. And this is and as you can probably see, there's a lot of mods already on here. So without further ado, let's talk about them. You gotta love this typical front end. Every single Jeep in the world has this front end. I like this grille, but as a Jeep enthusiast, as a Jeep owner myself, I have to make it my own. So needless to say, this is going bye-bye. I'm getting a new grille, getting some headlights, all kind of cool stuff. So yes, this thing has a lot of mods, but since it's my Jeep, I'm going to make it my own. You gotta make it your own. So let's talk about what the mods that are on this thing. You got in the front a custom front bumper, nice and steel, and then you have this nice Smitty belt winch. This is a 9,500 pound. You haven't used it yet because, well, I just got this vehicle, but still, it's really cool. It's a cool 7-yellow chain. It's waterproof. It can tow the 9,500 pounds. Not tow, pull 9,500 pounds. All kind of cool stuff. And in my opinion, this is a must-have if you're gonna buy a Jeep and you're gonna actually use it for what it's made to do. You need one of these. This is one of your first mods I recommend getting. Obviously, this thing is lifted, as you can see. All Jeeps are. If a normal, you can easily tell the difference between the two. I'm not sure what brand they used to lift it. It was some kind of lift kit. I'm not exactly what they used, but it was something. Here are these. So these are really cool. These are custom tires and custom wheels. So yeah, I got a good deal. These are Extreme AT off-road tires. These are now the company that makes these tires. I believe it's Pro Comp. They make two types of tires: all-season tires for, you know, your typical car, and people who really want to go off-road. They have the Extreme Edition, which is what this is. And then you have these amazing wheels. I absolutely love these wheels. These are Pro Comp as well, made by the same company. Ironically, you won't really find many wheels and tires by the same brand. Usually, a lot of people, the tire companies don't really make wheels as well, but this company does, which is really cool. You get your Pro Max step-on, which is really cool. Oh, sorry, this is an X model. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Sport. There's the same model. They changed from X to Sport back in 2012, I want to say. It's just for name recognition. They wanted to make it better. Just that. Gotta love this. Of course, I have a folded top. This is a 2-door model. Cool, interesting fact. If you have a 4-door model, you actually have a different designation. because it's a 4-door, it actually has a U next to it. All Jeep people know this, but people who don't, really interesting. So now most of the time when you're buying wheels or you're buying lights, it's not going to matter. But when you're buying a top or something to do with the actual like doors and like that, you need to make sure it's a 2-door or a 4-door. So just to clarify, JK 2-door, JKU 4-door, and that's the same for JL and JLU, just respectively. I'm not sure if this is a monofuel cup or not. I like it, but I really like my good friend Teach's Beach Bums Jeep. He has a little Jeep gas cap, so I'm thinking about getting one for that. It's old style lights. I really do like these old. So like the new, obviously the JL has the LED lights. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do tail lights. I don't know. I kind of really like this look. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. But first thing I'm doing is headlights for this thing. Most of the stuff is front end. You get a Smithy both jack. Now, cool thing about Jeeps, when you raise it up, it actually changes the stock jack. Won't work for this vehicle because it won't go as high. So you need to buy a jack that comes with that will go up to whatever your vehicle has. And that's about it for the exterior. So without further ado, let's get inside. Beautiful vehicle. Hello, wonderful owner. How you doing today? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How many miles are on this? Oh, it's about 55. And so how long you've had it? Oh, I just bought it. You know. Okay, so like I said before, this is a manual. It's not an automatic. It is a 6-speed manual. I've been driving for a good bit. I'm still getting used to manual, so I have started a good bit, and I might start during this video, but I'll try not to. I'm still learning. But at least it's my vehicle and not someone else's vehicle. It's a pretty standard interior. You got a lot of plastic hard touch points. You got vinyl seats, and that's mainly because it's an off-road vehicle, so they want to make sure they can get dirty and can wash it out real easy and durable. That's one cool thing about Jeeps is these things are very durable. So without further ado, let's fire it up. Oh wait, I forgot to show the engine. Gotta show you the engine. What am I doing? I've done a review in so long. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't done a review in so long. I forget how to do things. For those people in the comments that were angry at me at the Gladiator when I messed up, I'm gonna do it right. Okay, I gotta open. Sorry about that. It took me a sec to find it. So, for those who don't know, to open a Jeep hood, you have to unhook these latches, and then you have to pull a little lever right here and pull it back, and that pops it. Which is really interesting because most vehicles you actually have a lever inside the vehicle that actually does that, which is really interesting, which is really cool about Jeeps. So under the hood we have a beautiful 3.8 liter V6. Now everybody's like, wait, not 3.6? That was 3.6. Well, actually, until 2012, I think. Yeah, 2012. All Jeeps had a 3.8 V6, and this is a Chrysler engine that's been in dozens of vehicles for over 20 years. And the main reason why they put the new 3.6 because of this model specifically, it was a very slow and sluggish, and obviously it's 20 years old, really old, and they needed a new engine. So like, hey, developers, we need to make a new engine. So they did, and that is what. And new vehicles and Tickets Beach Ones Jeep is the new 10-star V6. It's a much better, yeah, really good for our on-road, yada yada. It's a good engine, but it's a good engine, but really, unless you're going to be daily driving it, like that's going to be your vehicle for everything, off-road and on-road, I recommend getting a 3.0 V6 if you want to just go off-road. That's basically what we're going to do. I live on a rural area, and this vehicle ain't going to see much road use that much. It'll be on the road some, but not a lot. So So this V6 is pretty good, but if it does have any issues or anything like that, I will obviously upgrade to the 3.6 eventually. But for now, at 3.8, it's pretty good. It is slow though. I will tell you that I've been driving it for a good bit. It's pretty slow. All right, I believe that's it. Let's get in back in the interior. To start this vehicle, first you need the key. Grabbing my bungalow of keys I have here. This is the key. This is the 2009 key. I know you're saying, Jake, there's no buttons or anything. Are you sure that's the right key? It's not from the 90s? Well, actually, because this thing is a base model and it's a manual, everything is manual. Not just the transmission, everything. Doors, locks, everything. So, if guys are like, oh, it's cheap out, not pouring buttons on. So, this is the key. No buttons, no power locks, no nothing. Nothing is power. Well, maybe the steering wheel. Yeah, steering wheel, that's it. You only get power steering. That's it. So, just a little mindful if you're buying a Jeep. Be sure when you buy a base model, you get bare bones. It's not just, you don't just get bare, not just, oh, I get the basic necessities and then just not all the new stuff. No, you get bare stuff with a base model. Not sure if the new models come with power doors. Not sure. I have to ask. Take a speech phone. Let me know in the comments if yours has any power windows or anything. But let's talk about the interior. Like I said, there ain't much in here. This is meant for off-road. It's meant for durable, long-lasting use. And so this is good hard. So a lot of these are hard touch plastic for that reason. And there's not really much fancy screens or anything. This was before all that. So really just have a radio, CD player, air conditioning. What more do you need? To start this vehicle, you take the key, like any other vehicle, foot on the clutch. Now, if this wasn't a, shut up, machine. Okay, we get it, thank you. And if this wasn't an automatic, you would just pushing the brakes as usual. Because it is a manual, you need to push in the clutch as usual. But I'm sure most people know that. You have a cool grab handle. This is another bottom that the previous owner did. Weird thing about this vehicle, the previous owner never really off-roaded it, and they were saying, like, why would you pull these bars if you don't off-road it? Well, some people like the look, and you can easily tell by looking at their name. My dad worked for a collision center, so when he bought this from the dealership, which is also a collision center, and they had a low lift, so he lifted this vehicle up just to look around it, and this vehicle had never been off-road, so it was all clean under there and anything like that. So it's like, why did you not off-road it? So, it's a cool thing like that. Now, they could have easily washed it off and stuff like that, but I don't know if they would lift it underneath to wash it up just to clear any sign of going off-road. I don't think you would do that, but that's just me. One cool little thing about the chair before I drive this baby is these are the speakers. Kind of just stuck on there. And they're probably like, how are we gonna put speakers in we can't really put anything to it. Just stick them on there. Okay. That's basically what they did. And I see a lot of manufacturers kind of do it. Like Mercedes will have a little thing that'll pop up, which is really cool. When Jeep was like, hey, let's just be cheap. Let's just be cheap and just stick them. That's kind of what they did. That's kind of what this is. They just stick things where they can. Yeah, cup holders and not much in the back. There's some back seats back there, but I'm not getting back there. Not really much back seat. You can see it back there. There really, like I said, there ain't much to it. Now you can take the top off. This is a Jeep. That's what a Jeep is made. Just take the top off. But I'm not gonna do that right now because, well, I don't really feel like it. I will eventually, and I'll make a video on that. So yeah. Without further ado, let's get you driving. Alright guys, time to drive for the first time on my channel, my new Jeep 2009 Wrangler. To drive this puppy, you push in the magical button, you push in the Wrangler thing, you enter a certain code, Wrangler, I am cool. I'm just kidding, you don't do that. See how my camera is. Alright, we're good. You need to put this back here on the gear. Hold on, I'll get my feet right. Now, I could make a video of how to drive manual in this vehicle since I do own a manual. I'm not sure. I've seen a lot of people do those, and I figured maybe people won't want to watch it. But if you guys want to see it, let me know. Or I ain't gonna be modding this vehicle, so I'm making more videos on that. And obviously I'm gonna off-road this, but right now we're just gonna drive. And here we go. We're driving. I install her like I did I want to say 2 years ago in that Prelude when I installed it 11 times. For OG subscribers that don't know, well, sorry, not OG, new subscribers don't know, I want to say the first car I ever drove I ever reviewed for my channel was a Honda Prelude, and it was manual, and I'm still not that great with manual, and I stalled it 11 times, but so, and then after I was channel, I didn't have a manual vehicle until now, so when I reviewed a vehicle, it was like another lesson for me to learn manual. But now I got my own, I'm pretty good. This is really cool. Are you in first or third? I want, there we go. Now it's in first. I think it was in third. This vehicle's, so one thing that I find weird about this transmission, it's easy to mess up to put in the wrong gear. I've started off in third gear without even realizing. Third gear was very close to first gear, and then my dad was driving this vehicle on the highway, and he kept putting, when he went to go into sixth, he kept putting into fourth and fifth. So just funny thing, you have to really put it in there. And then when I was coming over here, I had to put in reverse, and it took me 10 minutes to find reverse. Kept putting it in sixth. So just cool things of just learning manual, real cool. And this is a really rough. Sorry if it's a little bumpy. That is our off-road. Now this vehicle has 55,000 miles. I'm not sure if the original owner put that many, and then how many more after that. But I want to say I think I'm the original. I don't really know for sure. Let's get out of the hay view. I don't really know if I'm the original or not, but if I'm the second owner or third owner, doesn't really matter. It's a Jeep, it's mine. I'm pretty happy with it. So, plans for this vehicle. I am going to be mowing the crap out of this thing because, well, it's my vehicle. I'm going to do what I want. And yes, I'm going to make lots of off-road videos for you guys. So, is this channel going to become an off-roading channel? No, I'm just, as well as do reviews, I'm also going to be showing videos of my own cars. So, and this is one of them, my new Jeep. And so I hope you guys enjoy the content. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I got myself a new Jeep now, and so the channel should become more lively. I hope so. I can't always predict, but you never know. Let me know what you guys want me to see with this vehicle. I want to say the first mod, I think I probably said this a bunch of times, I want to do is I want to get some headlights. I want to get new grill, just lights and new row of lights. I can't think of what they're called now. Just lots of lights. Lots of lights. I like my lights. So yeah, like I said, this vehicle isn't really fast. It's not really made for that. Especially, I see why Chrysler has developed a new engine for this vehicle, because on road this thing is really slow. I was to get this vehicle here, my dad drove it down on the, because and I drove his truck, which I reviewed on the channel about a year ago, and he was going really slow because this vehicle, like, Dad, why are you going so slow on the highway? It's like, this vehicle doesn't go that fast. And that's just kind of what it does. So yeah, this ain't your typical it's not a high-speed machine. This is mainly off-roading engine. So the new Pentastar is obviously better, but you know, we're only going to use this off-road, so hopefully it's good. I may upgrade the suspension. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if I need it yet. If I do, I'll get some Fox suspension, but I'm not sure. Outlaw, Tika Beachroom, let me know what you've done to your vehicle. If you've done any suspension upgrades or anything like that, because he has a base model as well. He has a brand new model, but still, they're both very similar. The new JL and the JK are very similar. The main difference is it's slightly bigger in some things, and then it's more internally different than it is externally, if that makes any sense. And let's see, I would do an acceleration pull, but like I said, this thing doesn't do much. I can do one up this hill real quick for you guys, and I can show you how I shift. I gotten better at shifting. I don't speed racing it like I did with everything else. So for those who don't know, to shift, give it some gas, clutch, put it down, there you go. You don't need a speed racing now. When I was first learning the manual, I would constantly try to do it fast. I figured, oh no, the vehicle's gonna stall or have problems if I don't do it quick enough. You don't do that. The vehicle doesn't care. As long as you clutch in, it'll wait. It'll wait on you. Now, if you're driving a Ferrari or a Porsche, the Porsche's like, come on, man. I can do this better. I can do this better if you just let me do it. But Jeep is like, I don't care. I'm slow as fuck. I don't care. I don't care how slow you are. Just put me in the right gear and I'll go. It's kind of what the Jeep does. I haven't really named this vehicle yet. I've had some ideas. I was obviously want to name it something off the color. So let me know what you guys think. What should I name it? Give me some suggestions. So there's not much more I want to talk about this vehicle. It's a really fun Jeep. I am really glad to have it. It's one of my favorite vehicles. Now I would get on the road, but I don't really feel like it right now. I will do a road test with this vehicle for you guys later, but right now, just showing the off-roading capabilities. It's pretty cool. And what's cool about this vehicle is I think I'm not exactly sure, Jeeps come off 4x4 all the time. And a good indicator to know specifically with Chrysler vehicles to know it's 4x4 or not is to say trail rated. I think I showed it off, I'm not sure. So if you see that trail rated, that means it has 4x4. Now if you say a cool thing about the new Gladiators, you can get a thing called the Mojave version, which is desert rated. That is made for, is it desert or I'm not sure. That is made for Baja desert running vehicle. So that's really cool. It's not just 4x4, it's also made for also desert running and stuff like that. So that's it for this video. I'm sorry if it's a little short, but my first review I've done in forever, so kind of a little rusty with things, but I will be getting back into doing reviews for you guys very soon. I've just been very busy with stuff, and COVID has been quite a bitch, so I can't really do much. Hold on, let me put you in first. And so that's about it. So I'm still learning manual. I'm not the best at it yet, but hey, I didn't stall it, so that's pretty good. And it's my Jeep, so if I do stall it, it doesn't matter because it's my Jeep. I can do what I want. If I break it, I'll fix it. And those who are out there, new owners with manuals, know that hey, I got my own manual vehicle, so I'm not gonna tear up your car too much. I may stall it a good bit, but that just happens. Anyone who drives a new vehicle the first time, they're gonna, especially if it's manual, they're gonna stall out a few times just to figure it out. But once you figure it out, you'll be fine. So for those people with manual vehicles, rest assured, I won't tear up your vehicle as I've probably done a few others in the past. But I am learning. I should blow that tree. So yeah, I believe the next video I'm gonna make, I'm gonna be off-roading. Right now, the roads we have around here are have a lot of trees down, so we have to go around with our bobcat and clean them out for you guys. So that'll be the next video I do with this vehicle. And I want to say next month, which will be December for you guys, I'm going to do my first modding video, which is going to be the lights and the grill, which is going to be fun. So I want to say that's it for this video. If you like this video, be sure to hit the subscribe. If you want to see more reviews, well, I'm not really doing them until COVID, so instead I'm going to be doing my car check money that I normally do and Jeep videos. Gotta make some Jeep videos. So if you're a big Jeep fan or just like watching people go off-road, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm making more fun stuff with this, and hit that notification bell because you're not gonna miss a thing with this awesome Jeep. I'm just so happy I have this Jeep. It's mine. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next video.